Hey YouTube, it's Chief Monkey J here. I'm just going to do a little video tonight over something I want to do in my kitchen here. There's a little thoughtful thing that I've seen Scott from Wessex Blades do it, and it's fantastic. So I'm just going to show it to you guys as well with a video, talk you through it and what I've done and why, for a little bit of helpful product that might be helpful when you go out in the woods. Now, there'll be many people like myself out there that like a good old bacon and egg breakfast over an open fire. Trouble is, carrying eggs or any delicate foodstuffs out in your pack is quite dangerous unless you've got a nice hard container with a load of cotton wool in it. Well, funny enough, an egg box is designed to carry eggs. So what we're going to do is we're going to get an egg box, a candle, a spoon, tin and the oven it's sat on, and we're going to wax up this egg box to make it really hard. And then with my handy egg, obviously our eggs will sit in there nice and safely for the journey out into the woods. So we're going to get that going and show you guys how I do it. Now, there is a gap underneath this tin and we're on a halogen oven, so we shouldn't have too much problem with heat. And it shouldn't get too hot like with the gas, but we are working with hot wax. We've got to be careful. We want it to melt, but we don't want it to be ridiculously hot. That's going to burn ourselves. And if you're young people looking at this, doing it, then get an adult to help. So we're going to start the process off. I'm just going to turn the oven on to about, well, number 3, 4-ish, 3-ish, halfway. And I'm going to take the necker from Deal Extreme, which is a Smith & Wesson Township blade. What we're going to do is just start taking off some wax. Now, I know I'm cutting towards myself, and I know you're not supposed to do it. But this is the problem with this knife. It's a handed blade, because it's chisel ground. Now, I'm not left-handed, I'm right-handed in most things. I can use my other hand for a few bits and pieces, but predominantly I am right-handed. So, I'm carefully working towards my thumbs of steel. It is really sharp. Don't let me push my thumb on it to give you the impression that it's not. It is. I mean, it's just, I know this is wax and wax is soft, but it is literally carving through this candle. When I get nice bit of wax in there. This is an old candle, I'm not too worried about it being cut about. If I was, I would have gone and bought another candle. Well, there we go. It's one I happened to have lying around. In fact, I think it was a storm, one of the storm candles from when I got married, thinking about it. Don't tell the wife. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need. This is the first time I've done this. So, just take off this outside layering. We're down to the main wax in the bottom now. So we'll go with that first. And see how we get on, really. So, I don't know if you can see in there, but some of that wax is already starting to melt. I can zoom the camera in for you guys. Right on the edges you'll see some of the wax starting to melt. So we'll get that going. Now we'll come back to you when we got a nice decent melt on there. Welcome back YouTube. We've got the match working quite nice. You can see the smoke coming off it. This is why I said you've got to be careful. I've donned some gloves because this tin is going to be hot. And we're just going to keep lifting it on and off. I'm going to use the lid of the tin to put the wax in. Get it nice and close. And all I'm going to do is using this soup spoon, quickly it'll work, or whether it be better just to roll it in. Well, that should be pretty good. Right. So I can lay the bottom in, let that soak up through the bottom, I think. Pinch it. There's some wax on it, let's have a go, eh? Might need a bit more in here. You can see the wax is pretty hot, so we've got to be careful. That's why if you're young people, get some adults to help you with this. I'll coat the inside first and then we'll coat the outside. You'll know which bits you've done because they turn dark. See it soaks through. Right, I need to get some more wax in there. I'll turn the pan down a bit because it's already got loads of heat in it. A bit more Smith & Wesson now. I've discovered that if you're cutting away from yourself, you get the right angle, it produces quite a nice shave. You see how hot the pan is, just by how quickly this wax is melting. We'll get some more in here. Working as fast as we can, but safely. And do the rest of it. And then we'll leave it to dry and come back and see what the result is. I have got the extractor hood on, and you might be able to hear it in the background. A bit more, I think, was guesstimation. Not bad to hold this in your hand, even with gloves on, actually. Not bad. One of the knives will be testing out in the woods and give it some serious stick. And I mean serious. I will be attempting to bat them with this little thing, just to see what it does. Along with my little utility knife I have made. We've got a surprise knife coming up, hopefully, at some point. A couple of months or so. Right. See how we do with that. Melted wax helps melt wax that you're trying to melt. We might need a bit more heat on that. Obviously at the moment this is still quite damp. I'll do a thoroughly good job because I want it to last a while, you see. Right, that's the inside of that lid. A little bit of a tip up here, there we go, that's better. I expect you don't have to be as meticulous as this, but do a job, might as well do it as best as you can. Right, be sure that if you are doing this, guys, you've got some sort of gloves on, because the pan will get warm. I've got goat skin gloves on here, leather gloves, but they are lined as well, so they're offering quite a bit of protection. I think by thoroughly coating the inside, the outside is going to be 99% sorted. Just a few touch-up places to do. Right, pretty much the inside done. Gotta lay that down in there like that. Sort out the outside, and then we'll leave it to cool. Almost like basting an egg, this. It's already starting to sound pretty hard. I'll drop a bit in these tops, so I'll stick that on there for that. Last of the wax out. Right, done everything off. Just gonna bring it up a bit. Get some tissue paper down there. We want this to cool, and sitting in its tin that it's just been cooked in won't help it cool. So we get a little trivet, cooling rack, whatever you want to call it. Take our box, I'm going to stick it on there. Right, YouTube, we'll come back in a bit later when it's nice and cool. We'll see how we go. Hey YouTube, we're back again. So we got our egg box completely covered in wax now. It's sat cooling for a couple of hours. So that is really hard. Let's fold it up and see how we go. Oh yeah. Where it's soaked in, certainly on the bottom, that's gone really hard, impregnated the cardboard. Might be worth getting enough wax, just being able to bathe it. Well, that is wicked. Obviously some wax is going to peel off, but there we go, we have a nice solid egg. Doesn't rattle in there. That's pretty good. I'll tell you what, I'm that confident in it. Let's move you down onto the floor. Don't mind my foot. This is a hard tile floor, kitchen floor. Let's have a look. So we're going from stomach height to the straight. Egg's still perfectly fine. Look at that. Absolutely fine. A little tiny bit of cracking of wax. That's it. That's a job well done, YouTube. We think we're going to go really happily with that. The cat's coming to investigate. There we go. A nice, safe egg box to carry eggs in out in the woods. Wicked. Bacon and eggs, here we come.